G'day guys, welcome back to another Scooby-Doo review on the channel, and today I'll be reviewing Roller Coaster Ride, which is the 7th episode of the first season of What's New Scooby-Doo. So yeah, let's jump straight into the review.
I, don't feel so good. Maybe I'll just pass on this ride.
Don't be such a girl. Relax and enjoy it.
So yeah, like I said, this one was titled Roller Coaster Ride, and what can I say? Absolutely hate this episode. Gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Yeah, it's my least favourite from the show. Confirm that. Definitely just the worst episode. Just so not looking forward to reviewing this episode. I absolutely hate it to bits, really. Yeah, of course, I've got to review every episode, so I can't skip it, can I? So, look, I've watched it quite a bit for an episode that I absolutely hate to bits, which is odd. But then again, like, it's What's New Scooby-Doo. There's nothing really that wrong with it. I've just got nostalgia to hate it, really. In the past, I'd, given it some decent rankings, but no, it's just bad. I just hate it. There's nothing good about it. Just don't like it. It's such a pain in the ass to come to review this episode, I feel, because it's just so bad, and it's so unique for the What's New Scooby-Doo series and franchise. You don't normally see a bad episode, but this one is just so bad, and lots of people like this episode, which is, good on them. It's their opinion, but, I'm sorry, but, I could never like this episode, not even a little bit. It's just so bad. But anyways, I'll stop complaining. This one set in a theme park. The villain is the roller coaster, who I somewhat liked as a kid, but now he's just so annoying. He's not creepy. His face isn't bad. It looks kind of spooky. It's not too bad, I guess. You can't really, hate it, can you? But yeah, the roller coaster doesn't really do it for me. And you might think, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on it. It's just declines from here on in. The chase song was probably the only other decent thing about this episode. And I'll get to that a little bit later. The characters in this one were just so disinteresting. That little kid was so annoying. don't know his name, but boy oh boy, he was so annoying. It was so short. He couldn't get onto any ride, and they just put him in way too much. The joke just pissed me off way too much in the end. Um, and that's fair enough as well. Like it's just so annoying. Um, you've also got in this one Chris and Terry, the two main ones. They're the sisters who own the roller coaster theme park. And look, they were slightly memorable, I guess, decent. But yeah, not too bad. There's also a cameraman. There's some really annoying cameraman in this one. He doesn't get a lot of screen time, which is good because he's annoying. And then you get that same ticket taker who shows up for when that little kid just appears every time and just cannot get onto any ride. And it's just that same old employee working. Yeah, I didn't like him. And then you've also got the guy who is in control of managing the rides and making sure they're all safe and enjoyable. I mean, he's worked there for quite some time, and he thinks that nothing could beat this place at the good old days, and now it's just become too modern and just not his fancy really. Look, not an opinion. No opinion really for him. No opinion really for the mystery either in this one. The mystery, yeah. I mean, it's hard. First season of What's New Scooby Doo, they just could not nail any mystery really, and like they could, but I'm just comparing it to season 2 and season 3. The mysteries in that, almost every single one, even the bad ones had decent mysteries. Episodes that I rank lowly still had decent mysteries. It's just the standout feature I feel almost with What's New Scooby Doo, the mystery. And I feel like I'm being very, very harsh on the season 1 episodes, but it's just true. It was their first season. They hadn't got their act together, and if they had done these episodes or come back to them later on, if you switch season 3 and season 1, then this could have been a completely different show. Also, the plot mix, twist, and everything involved with that and the reveal just made this episode. It just it was sort of spooky, but yeah, nah. That just completely ruined all the spookiness for this one and just really made me dislike it. It's more meant to be a fun episode, and I can see how it could be fun, and as a kid I thought maybe it was a little bit fun, but now it's just not. I mean, I'm not a big fan of theme parks, but that's not the reason why I hate this episode. I've almost got nostalgia to hate it. Now, that doesn't really make sense, does it? But it sort of does at the same time. And the weird thing about this one is the roller coaster was sabotaging all the rides, but they only looked sabotaged. They weren't actually, broken or anything. Even though, chaos was caused because, he undid a bolt on the roller coaster and, bashed up the controls for the sky ride. Was really, really weird. The motive as well for the culprit in the plot, it's just it's Scooby-Doo and Guess Who shocking vibes, really. But yeah, gee, I haven't watched this one in quite a while, so yeah, just trying to get out all the points mentioned. Obviously, Chris is the main suspect, as there's a bit of green fur found at the skydive, but it's actually green hair. Well, I think it's green hair. That was a really, really confusing clue. Anyway, Chris has a green streak of hair. So that's where the connection comes in, and also the roller coaster used her wrench to undo the bolts on the roller coaster. So she is the main suspect here that the gang come to find suspicious, and I guess in the end she was being framed because it was actually her sister Terry. It was a bit of a surprise actually, which is something that they did decent, I guess, in this episode. There, I mean, like kind of hid that it was going to be Terry because she framed Chris so well. That confusing green hair, green fur clue, like I just don't understand it even now. Like that was such a weird clue. I don't want to say anything because I know I'm probably going to say it wrong. Like, it's just too confusing. But anyway, she just wanted credit for her ideas because Chris was the one who made the roller coasters. I'm pretty sure I might have got this the wrong one. No, Chris was the one who made the roller coasters, and Terry was the one who came up with the ideas. So she came up with the roller coaster thing to shut down the theme park and then take it over and build whatever she wanted and do anything. She's just jealous, really. And in the end, she didn't do anything illegal, so she didn't get to go to jail. And then Chris runs off to tell their mum about what happened. So, the good old trick. Just she was just being very rude, and she was just so jealous. And then Chris ran off to tell their mother, which I found funny.
It's all over, roller coaster. Time to unmask your monstrous mayhem. You lost your wrench at the rocket coaster.
That's not all. It wasn't green fur we found at the sky ride. It was hair from a green wig.
All of which proves that the roller coaster is really Chris. Terry?
Just as I suspected.
But why would my own sister frame me?
Maybe because she was jealous?
It's true. I always did all the work, bringing your crazy designs to life, never getting to build any of my own. Did I ever get any credit or even a thank you?
I never thought about it like that.
You never thought at all. You were easy to frame.
Too easy. That's what tripped you up. The wrench was way too obvious a clue.
And the green fur, green hair thing? Police.
Sort of a green herring?
Ooh, never go for green herring, man. It isn't fresh.
Once Sam confirmed that the sabotage rides were still safe, everything pointed to Terry, who wanted to make sure no one really got hurt.
And after her sister was blamed, Terry would control the park. She could build whatever she wanted. And I would have gotten away with it too, if it weren't for you meddling kids.
Technically, you did get away with it.
Thelma's right. You didn't do anything illegal.
Just rude.
I'm very disappointed in you, Terry. I'm telling Mom.
Huh? No, wait a minute. Let's not be hasty. Mom doesn't need to know about this. Chris, wait!
Nothing too funny in this episode, though. It was such a disappointment. The end of the episode was kind of cool, though, because Shaggy, the reason why the gang are at this theme park is because Shaggy came up with the ride All You Can Hurl, which is like a all-you-can-eat buffet mixed with a roller coaster, which is really cool, and this was entered in a competition, and he won, which is the whole reason why they bloody come to this theme park in the first place. And then, All You Can Hurl gets billed at the end, though we don't see Chris and Terry, which I thought was a bit odd. I thought that I would have liked to have seen them after their, little roller coaster mishap. But, the roller coaster looked pretty fun, and that little kid could go on it, so it was a huge win for him, because that was the only bloody ride he could go on in the whole entire theme park. Yeah, what a weird episode. Certainly probably won't be watching it ever again. I just don't see myself watching it again, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll see you guys in the next one.